Fuel prices are not just numbers on a gas station sign, they touch the lives of every Filipino. Whether you drive a car, ride a jeepney, or buy food at the market, you feel the effects. When fuel prices rise, almost everything else follows. Transportation costs go up, goods become more expensive, and even your daily commute can be affected. Why do fuel prices demand our attention? Because they impact our wallets, our routines, and our plans. A small increase can mean less money for other needs. For many families, it's a choice between paying more for transport or cutting back on something else. This is an issue that hits hardest for those already struggling. The Philippines depends heavily on fuel. We use it to power our cars, buses, trucks, and even some homes. Our economy moves on wheels, and those wheels need fuel. So, when prices go up, the effects are felt in every barangay, from big cities to small towns. This is why rising fuel prices are a national concern. They are not just about economics, they are about daily life, family budgets, and the hopes of millions of Filipinos. Fuel prices in the Philippines are not just set at home. They are shaped by events far beyond our borders. The world market for oil is like a giant seesaw, rising and falling with every crisis, war, or shortage. Recently, global oil prices have been climbing due to several reasons. First, there are supply issues. Some oil-producing countries have cut their output, hoping to drive prices up. Others face political problems or conflicts that disrupt exports. When there's less oil in the market, prices go higher for everyone, including us in the Philippines. Second, the demand for fuel is increasing as economies recover from the pandemic. More factories are running, more planes are flying, and more people are traveling. This pushes up demand faster than supply can keep up. The result? Higher prices at the pump. Finally, the Philippine peso also plays a role. If the peso weakens against the US dollar, the cost of importing oil rises. Even if world prices stay the same, a weak peso can make fuel more expensive for Filipinos. So, when we see fuel price hikes, remember, it's not just a local story, it's a global puzzle with many moving parts, all affecting our daily lives. Rising fuel prices hit drivers first and hardest. Jeepney and tricycle drivers often spend a big part of their income on gas or diesel. When prices go up, they earn less. Some must work longer hours or take fewer passengers just to break even. For many, it's a struggle to keep their vehicles running. Commuters feel the pinch next. When drivers and operators face higher costs, fares often increase. A few extra pesos per ride may seem small, but it adds up quickly, especially for workers and students who commute every day. Some may have to walk longer distances or skip trips to save money. Businesses are also affected. Delivery services, construction firms, and even sari-sari stores depend on affordable fuel. When costs rise, it becomes harder to make a profit. Some businesses pass the costs on to customers, while others cut back on workers or services. The impact spreads throughout the economy. When drivers, commuters, and businesses all feel the squeeze, it slows down activity and affects everyone's livelihood. High fuel costs do not stop at the gas pump. They ripple out, touching almost every part of life. One major area is food. Most of our food travels long distances, from farms to markets to your table. Trucks and boats need fuel to move these goods. When fuel gets expensive, so does food. Vendors and market sellers notice the change first. They pay more to bring in vegetables, rice, and fish. To keep their businesses alive, they raise prices. This means shoppers have to pay more for the same items. Families may start buying less or switch to cheaper foods. Public transport is another victim of rising fuel costs. Bus and jeepney operators often ask for fare hikes to cover their expenses. If fares go up, commuters feel the burden. For many, this means spending a bigger share of their income just to get to work or school. In the end, rising fuel prices can make basic needs harder to afford. It is a chain reaction that affects everyone, from farm to fork, and from home to workplace. The Philippine government knows that fuel price hikes hurt ordinary people. That is why officials often step in with relief measures. One common step is to provide fuel subsidies to public transport drivers. This helps jeepney, bus, and tricycle drivers handle higher costs without raising fares too much. Sometimes, the government also reduces taxes on fuel or suspends certain fees. These actions can lower prices a little, but they do not solve the bigger problem. Price controls or subsidies can only go so far, especially if global prices keep rising. There are also programs to help people use fuel more efficiently. The government encourages carpooling, better maintenance of vehicles, and even the use of alternative fuels. Some cities are investing in bike lanes and safer sidewalks to give people more choices. Still, many Filipinos feel that more should be done. Government help is often limited, and it cannot protect everyone from the impact of soaring fuel prices. The search for lasting solutions continues. With fuel prices set to soar, is the Philippines ready? The answer is not simple. The country faces tough challenges, but there are also paths forward. One key solution is to invest in renewable energy. Solar, wind, and other alternatives can reduce our dependence on imported oil and make prices more stable. Another important step is to improve public transportation. Modern trains, buses, and even bike-sharing systems can help people travel efficiently without relying so much on fuel. These options can make commuting cheaper and cleaner for everyone. For individuals and businesses, saving energy is crucial. Simple changes, like using energy-efficient appliances, carpooling, or planning trips better, can add up to big savings. Businesses can explore delivery routes that use less fuel or switch to electric vehicles. In the end, the question remains, how prepared are we for long-term fuel price challenges? The answer depends on how quickly we adapt and invest in real solutions. With the right choices, the Philippines can face the future with confidence and resilience.